So that's actually pretty difficult. I don't want to put a scraper underneath there. It's just going to wreck the finish, you know, well, just one part of it, but listen. So that's, man. Okay, so there's my fridge. I got this fridge from the dump. It might fit, yeah, that'll do. All right, I'm just going to close this and see if this does it. Oh, it's not going to close. Are you serious? Is it going to close now? There we go. Let's have a look. No, it's still attached. It must have been something else. Actually, this is freezing. I don't think it's going to get much colder than that. Let's just pull that out. It's still attached. It didn't fall off like I hear a lot of people saying on these sites. So you can actually see, not steam, frost coming out of the top of that. So I'm just going to kind of put that there and put my feet here and just see if I can. Oh, come on. Oh, don't tell me I have to bring this hammer out again. Oh, come on. All right, listen. I'm going to try one more thing. I am going to take this back downstairs. I'm going to stick it back on the bed, see if we can get it hot and see if it, just a change in that temperature does the job. That is hot. Let's just move you over here. Nope. Nope. See, I don't want to do it too hard because I don't want these layers to come apart. It's really fine resolution. It's 0.12 layer height. But I think I'm going to have to take it over and put the hammer to it and the scraper. I don't want to go any further than that, guys. I know this is going to be, seems extreme, but listen, this is what we're going to do. Maybe not. Oh, you're kidding. Come on. I thought that actually gave way then. Yeah, I'm actually just ruining the bottom of this vase. It's under there now. I can hear it kind of... Man, this is just not giving up. Let's just slide you along. We're under, at least we're under. That's the main thing. Oh, there we go. And look, it's actually... Oh, we've pulled up part of the sticker. Have we? I don't know. Oh no, we've actually pushed the sticker along. So there we go. We've just ruined this sticker, but it's the only way to get it off. Let's have a look at the bottom. So we got a tiny little nick there that no one will see. But having said that, we wrecked our sticker. That's what I had to do to get this print off. So I need to get a new sticker. Shit. Oh well, no, stuff this. I'm just going to go and order the Wham Bam. I'll get a sticker as well because it's always good to have. But anyway. G'day guys, how you going? It's Iski here. And welcome to my video. And today it's going to be a pretty special one. And that's because we're going to do something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. And that is to finally install a Wham Bam, you know, magnetic flex system to my 3D printer. I own a CR-10s Pro V2, and it's a good machine, apart from I can never get any of my prints off. I have a problem because I do a lot of large prints, and you know, the more surface area, the harder it is to, you know, get something off, I guess. And ever since I got this machine, probably, I think I bought this machine in November 2019. Ever since I bought it, I've just had a nightmare time getting anything off it. It's just sucks. But hopefully those problems are going to, you know, be, you know, hit on the head today. Hopefully this is going to solve our problems. You know, I've been doing a lot of research on these things, and they seem legit. I've seen a lot of people in my Facebook forum who have them, who swear by them. There's been a couple of negative people who, you know, haven't been overly happy, and they've said stuff like they don't really like the sticker that you have to put on there. But you know, there's only a few of those people, but there seems to be a hell of a lot of people that like them, and so hopefully we'll be one of those people as well. But I'll just let you know, with this system here, I did order the twin system, so I've got 2 spring steel flex sheets. I should have 2, I'm pretty sure 2 surfaces, the stickers that go on that, and it only comes with 1 magnet. But the thing with my printer is I already have a magnet actually sandwiched in between here, and that's because I actually tried to install one of those, you know, systems that are similar to a the Ender 3 Pro. They're actually a similar magnetic thing, but they're not steel that flexes. They're just like a bed that you just peel off. But the one that I bought, I got it on eBay, and it was terrible. I mean, it was smooth for a start. Nothing really stuck to it, and it wasn't even magnetizing to the base. The base that they sent me was a 3M base, so that's the exact same base that I'm pretty sure Wham Bam uses. So I left it on just thinking that hopefully I can just use that base with their system, and if that's the case, then I'll have a spare magnet, the one that they sent me, and I can use that with the spare spring steel that I've got in here as well on another printer when I finally get another printer. So that's the deal. That's what we're going to do today. But I'll tell you what, the last print that I did on this thing, I was doing this beautiful, gorgeous looking dragon vase. I was printing it for my mum's birthday, and it was coming out great. Like, I was so happy. I was using this incredible silk filament, copper silk filament that I've always wanted to use, and it was looking sensational. So I was so happy. But you know, in the back of your mind, you're always wondering, is this thing going to come off correctly? And if not, is it going to get damaged, if, you know, when I'm trying to take it off? Well, for that particular one, I had nightmares getting it off. I didn't really ruin the print, just to let you know, it was fine. But yeah, first of all, I tried the spatula, the scraper, couldn't get it off. So I thought, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try something that I see people talking about in the Facebook groups all the time, and that is take the whole bed with the print, stick it in the freezer. And apparently some kind of, you know, heat difference expansion happens, and it's supposed to pop off. Didn't pop off, nothing happened, I couldn't get it off. So while I had it like that, I actually just put it on the floor, nice flat timber floor, stood on either side of the plate, and I tried to jimmy, you know, wiggle it off with my wouldn't come off. So I brought it back down here, put it back on the heat, thought maybe this heat that wouldn't come off. So I had to use the hammer and the scraper. And unfortunately, that time I did it, this is what happened. We actually brought up part of the bed. I was so pissed because this is a brand new sticker. Literally, I'd only used it maybe 6 times, done 6 prints on it, and it was dead. So, oh man, I mean, I guess I can use other parts of it if I, you know, choose my position in Cura or whatever I'm going to use, but you shouldn't have to do that. So after that happened, after I'd pulled it off and this was like that, I was just like, that's it, I'm ordering the Wham Bam, and I did. I paid for the extra shipping as well, so I could get it quicker. Not that it mattered, because I've probably had it for a good, you know, month or so now, I guess. But yeah, so that's what today's video is going to be about. Oh, by the way, whenever I do a video like this, I always have something going on in the background. We've got a movie happening in the background, like all my other videos. And this one is called the Aeronauts. This is a 150-inch cinema projection screen. And there you go. I'm actually building this at the moment. So that screen down there is 150 inches. I will be doing, when this is finished, I'll have 180 inches. So that's going to be amazing. This is an awesome scene, by the way. But yeah, we're going to have to leave that there. But that's an awesome movie. It's set in the Victorian era. It's all about, you know, weather and trying to... It sounds boring, doesn't it? But it's actually got a lot of action in it. I love it. Plus, there's, you know, it's in the Victorian era, and obviously I like the Victorian era, don't I? But guys, let's get started. Okay, so this thing is solid. I mean, it's in a nice, feels like a pretty decent box. Yeah, let's just start opening her up, I guess. We got our little Stanley knife, so let's just pull that along there. This is like my first unboxing, isn't it? Oh look, it says Wham Bam on the box. All right. Let's get rid of that. What do we got? Fragile, please do not drop. Cool if they put that on the outside of the packaging, wouldn't it? So I'm not going to drop it, I'll tell you now. We won't drop it. But okay, so how do we get into this? Through this end maybe? Oh man. Hey, listen, bugger this, let's just cut it. Actually, alright, so there's nothing there that I'm going to cut if I actually slide this along, which is what I'm going to do now. I just didn't want to do that without looking in there first. This cardboard is solid, eh? This is so solid. Alright, that was easy. Okay, I'll just pull you back a little bit. Alright, so it says here 310 by 320. So that, it sounds like my the bed size, that's for sure. So let's pull that out, see what we got. Oh man. Ah, this is the steel wool that they tell you to scuff it up with, so put that aside. Man, this is so well packaged. I've got to say, I'm pretty impressed with the packaging. Just run that along there. Got one bit of cardboard. Let's get rid of that. And then this, oh, get rid of that. Okay, so we got a nice heavy duty envelope here. Let's kind of put our hands and pull out the contents. Whoa, look at that. Check that out. Beautiful and shiny. Oh, I can hear the flex. Wow. Okay, so I'm just going to, I might be better off actually putting you up here and angling you down, I think. Pulling you out. Okay, so what do we got here? This says, attention CR-10s Pro users. You must turn off economy mode if printing on Wham Bam PEX build surface, as the economy mode drops the bed temperature during print. PEX releases parts when cool. Okay, so we'll it's actually really cool that they tell you that. They even show you exactly how to do it. So steps to do this. So that's cool. I think my economy mode is already turned off. So let's have a look at this. So we've got the bed. So that's the, oh man, it feels good. Feels really nice. Oh, hang on. So which is the back and which is the front? Is that the back? Oh, so that must be the top. Wham Bam, maybe. It says Wham Bam. I'm assuming that is face up. So just for now, let's put, is there anything else in this envelope that I should know about? Okay, we've got stickers. We've got mounting instructions. We've got the Wham Bam team would like to thank you sincerely for purchasing, blah, blah, blah. No worries, guys. No worries at all. Okay, what's this? Wham Bam Flex. This is the instructions. So we will put that there. And we've got some stickers in here by the looks of things. We'll put this over there. We've got our second build system. We will put that there. And we have, this is the PEX sheet. Is there just one or is there two? I'm hoping there's two. Yep, there must, hang on. I think there's only one. I'll have to check that. I thought I was going to get two. Unless there is two here, this feels pretty thick. No, there's only one there. So let me just put that on top of that one. Let me actually, so this is where the magnet is. That's my second bed. Let's put you there. There we go. That's our second sheet. So that's cool. Excellent. I was a bit worried there. So are we seeing that still? That's my second, this is the adhesion layer. That's what, stuff gets printed onto. So we have to attach this to that. So that's probably what we'll do pretty soon. But I'm just feeling this magnet to this. Oh man, that feels like a really nice magnet. Oh man, that is solid. That's holding it down tight as well. Okay, so guys, I'll just show you what we got here. Yeah, I'll just show you quickly. What we have is we've got our two spring steel sheets. I ordered the double kit. Remember I mentioned that? We have the sticker that actually comes in the kit, and it's actually cool. It's got Wham Bam written on it as well. And as you can see, it is a 3M brand sticker. Now, I'll show you this in a moment, and we have the PEX, the stickers that will have to go on that spring steel there. Now, what I was hoping, what I mentioned before, remember I said that with this particular printer, last year I got so jacked off with this, I actually ordered the same kind of system that the Ender 3 Pro has, and it has a magnetic base as well, but it's got the flexible type of flexible build plate that you kind of peel off. The Ender 3 Pro worked great, but the one that I got on eBay, it was terrible. It was absolutely crap. It didn't even magnetize properly. But what I was hoping was that it was actually the top, the bed that wasn't magnetizing to the 3M sticker, because the sticker that came was 3M brand as well. So I actually left that on here. It's actually sandwiched in between this and the heat bed. There you go. So that's that there is the sticker that came with my dodgy system. But it was a 3M sticker, so I'm hoping that this sticker is going to be fine. As you can see, it's actually short by 5mm on either side, but I don't think that's going to matter at all. So what I've been curious about is, will this here magnetize to that, you know, nicely? Let's see if this plays. Oh, it feels magnetic. Let me just have another look. When I'm trying to pull it on its side with all that surface on there, like when I'm going this way and that way, I can't move it. When I lift it up, it's easy to lift up, but it's still very magnetic. So listen, I'm actually going to leave this base on there. I don't see that moving. I seriously do not see that moving at all. Gee, it's a nice fit though. It's going all the way to the edges, this spring steel. That's cool, that's excellent. But what I have noticed is their sticker that they give you, not the sticker, sorry, magnetic sticker, this one here, when you put their flexible spring steel on that is solid as. Like that sticker, sorry, the magnetic sticker is like 3 times as magnetic as the one that I've got on here at the moment. And man, actually, I can't even push that across like I can with that one. Listen, I should actually put the one that came with the system on there. But listen, I'm going to try it with this one first. I don't know what happens when these things get hot, whether you do lose the magnetizing kind of effect at all, but we'll soon find out. I don't think you will. But it's stuck to the bed well enough that it's definitely not going to move. So listen, I'm just going to leave that one aside. In fact, I'll actually put this entire Wham Bam top plate as well as the sticker aside somewhere, because oh man, I'm really impressed with the quality of this thing. The quality is gorgeous. I mean, that's beautiful. Okay, so I guess what we have to do now is put this on the plate. So let's read the instructions, shall we? I never read the instructions, but I've seen so many people on YouTube doing this, but I'm going to read these instructions and we'll kind of get this thing happening. Included, blah, blah, blah. Use. We'll come back to you. Okay, so they're saying, before installing any parts, please do a practice run by placing components in place without removing the 3M backing to see if everything aligns correctly and that you understand best the order of assembly. Okay, so that's all I need to do really, is put this Wham Bam PX thing on top. That's working for me. That's a good fit. Yep, happy with that. Might be 1/2 mil hanging over each end, but that's pretty good. Alright, remove any prior plastic build surfaces from your heated bed. Okay, we're back, and I've actually moved over to this end of the table. There's a bit more light here. So what I'm going to do first is kind of rub this down with a bit of isocol. That's all that I've got. I think it's the same stuff as isopropyl alcohol. So we already got some fingerprints on it, so let's just kind of clean that nicely. Looks good to me. Okay, so what's the best way of putting this sheet on? I remember seeing a guy, he had a really good idea actually. He put it on first. Just it's not coming off. Yeah, this guy I saw on YouTube, he actually put it on first like this. And then he sticky taped the end, which I thought was a really good idea. In fact, I didn't actually see him doing it, but I don't know how he put it on, but I would assume that we should maybe put this sticky tape down first and tape it to the back of that magnetic base. Like if we put this here like that. Oh, this is how I'm doing it, right? Okay, actually get that off there. Let's actually drop that on there like that. Keep cleaning it, but it's going to be scuffed up later, so it's going to lose all its beautiful shine, so who cares, right? Okay. Now what he did is, oh, I don't know if he did it this way, but he actually had tape at the end holding it down, which I thought was a good idea. But I'm not sure how he actually went about taping it, though. I didn't see that part. Alright, so I'm going to get this PEX sheet, and I am going to precisely fit it on top like that. Man, it's slippery as well, right? It is very slippery. So each corner's looking good. Okay, now while it's like that, I think what I'm going to do is just grab this bit of tape and bring it over like that. Alright, see what's happening here? Now, I'll move some of this crap out of the way. Basically, if I go like that, I peel the sheet back and then I drop this down. It should, well, I'm going to, pull the adhesive layer off gradually, and it should be set in its right position because that tape is, well, let's see. Right, so I'm just going to put that there like that, and I am going to, peel back the edge. If I can find the edge. Okay, there we go. Super clear. Alright, so let's just peel it back that far, and I'm just going to crease that down with my fingernail so it's a nice sharp fold. Now I'm going to bring this back over, and I'm actually going to kind of roll it in like that, so we definitely don't have any air bubbles. Oh man, that's beautiful. Alright, and it's still fitting nice. Excellent. Alright, so now I am going to go under here and grab that sheet and slowly but surely pull it back. And as I do it, I'm just going to keep rolling this along. I should have grabbed a ruler. I might actually just go and, oh no, I'm just going to use my hand. I'll get a ruler later. Beautiful. It's looking really good. This is actually perfect. I was actually a little bit concerned doing this, but no, it's pretty easy, guys. No air bubbles at all. There we go. Look at that. How perfect is that? Oh man. Now that it's like that, we can pull the masking tape off. Well, this is just painter's masking tape, so it's easy to peel back. That's awesome. That's so easy. That is so easy. Yeah, I have to get the steel wool and scuff it up. I mean, I don't have a roller. Some guys use rollers, I see, but I don't have one of those. So once you've got it like this, you can actually see where the adhesive probably could do with a little bit of pressing, but mine's pretty good. Go around the sides nicely. Maybe you could probably even use this masking tape on the sides. I do have a roller. Yeah, that was easy. So, not an air bubble in sight. What do you think? How good is that? That's awesome. So, very happy. Yep, that was so simple. In fact, I just noticed there's a little part here on the side. It looks like it's pulling up a little bit. I don't know. Oh no, that's actually not the sticker. That's actually, remember, there's another layer. You actually have to peel another adhesive layer off and then scuff it up. So I forgot about that. I'm going, what the hell's going on? This is already peeling off, but it's actually the protective film that you have to peel off. So I guess that's what we got to do now. This is their steel wool. Listen, I didn't even look at too many people doing this, but I'm pretty sure all you do is just peel this off and give it a scuff, right? So let's quickly do that while you're here. Oh, look at that. Oh, beautiful. Feels so nice. In fact, that feels like you probably print on that. Is kind of grippy anyway. But listen, I'm going to scuff this up. I'll put you back up here. Right, and yeah, let's just scuff away. I don't know if it's round motion or straight up and down. I don't think it would matter, but I'll double check later. I'm not really a big instruction person. I do rather look at people doing YouTube vids. I saw a few people doing it. I'm not sure how much you have to do, but I think you can only do a certain amount before you can't. It's not going to really have any other effect, but how good is that? That was simple. It was really easy. Let's artsy this up a bit. Let's get fun with my photography, eh? Let's put you there. Now I can watch the movie through my 3D printer. But yeah, good. Listen, I don't think scuffing it any more than this is going to help the cause. You know, I think that's pretty scuffed. But the cool part is you can actually still see the Wham Bam insignia and all the words. I'm actually kind of really pumped to give this a shot, to try this out. I have to redo my bed, like re-level it and all of that kind of stuff. I won't put you through that. But we will print something. In fact, my little nephew wants a Mandalorian helmet. Great. Well, that is great because I want one as well. So I was really concerned that when I print mine, it was going to be too small or too big. At least I can try it on him. He's like 9 years old. He wants an adult size one, but he wouldn't care if it was a little bit bigger than my head or smaller. So I get to test it out on his, and then I will print another one for myself. So how good is that? That's pretty scuffed. Don't think you're going to get it any more scuffed. Let me just feel that with my finger. It feels really smooth. Like I'm hoping this actually, I'm hoping the PLA sticks to this stuff, because man, this feels smooth. Like we'll soon find out, I guess. Don't know if I'd trust a whole massive big print on it, but we're going to find out. Pushing harder into it now. Alright, so that's all I'm going to do with that. But what I am going to do is, I'll set you up here. I want to actually, because I have never done this, I'm going to actually pop this on here, on my printer. In fact, before I do that, I'll just turn this camera around. Okay, there you go. So we have our Wham Bam flexible build system all set up. That was simple. That was so easy. Like, if you're going to do this, definitely do that masking tape trick that I did, because that was gold. Didn't have a single problem, didn't have any air bubbles. Everything stayed within, you know, the borders, and didn't have to peel it back or anything. That was simple. So that tape trick is really cool. But for now, listen, the other thing that I've decided is, this magnetic base that I already had on this machine from the cheaper thing that I bought on eBay, I'm getting rid of it. I'm turfing it. It's crap. Compared to the one that Wham Bam send you, this is ordinary as. So I'm going to get rid of this and stick the Wham Bam one on here, because I really do feel a noticeable difference. But yeah, for now, what I want to do is actually pop this on. And before, I never had dips in this. I always had a nice flat build surface. But I've got a ruler here. Let's actually have a look now at what we've got. Oh man, and now I'll tell you what, I have a noticeable dip, like a 1mm dip. Is 1mm overly bad? It sounds pretty bad to me, but from one end of the ruler to the other. So there is a pretty big gap there. Well, I think it's big, 1mm. And let's try this side, this way. That's not too bad, but in the center, it's actually noticeable. At the ends. At the ends is very noticeable, at this end anyway. And this end is very noticeable as well. So, what do you do? How do you get rid of that? I've never had to pack up. I think you pack your machine out. In fact, let's just grab a bit of paper. So this is a couple of pieces of Wham Bam paraphernalia that they sent with my rig. Let's put that there. Let's actually pop that in the center. Alright, so let's try that out. Oh man, well, straight away you can see a noticeable difference. Like, that is heaps better, but there's still tiny little gaps here and there. Let's have a look at this one. That's not bad. Right in the center of it, just in this part here, there's a tiny one at the ends. Oh, there's definitely a big gap there. And the same thing down there is like a 1mm gap down at the end. So, how do you get that out? So, let me think. I've got an idea. How's this sound? What if we actually do this correctly and actually pack this out, just do dry runs, get it looking perfectly. In fact, this sticker, this magnetic base may come in handy. We'll use this to do a dry fit. We'll get the packing where it's looking good. We'll put the plate back on and recheck it until it's perfect. How about then we take a photo once it's perfect? We take a photo of where all the packing is. See where I'm going with this? And then we pull this magnetic base off, throw it in the bin, put our packing back on, you know, where it's supposed to be, looking at our photo again, and then we put the Wham Bam magnetic base over the top of that. Does that sound like a plan, or does that sound dodgy as? I mean, that sounds good to me. I don't know why you wouldn't do it that way. I mean, I've never had to do it. Let's just jump on YouTube and see what other people are doing, but that sounds like a pretty good idea, I think. But for now, I'm not going to do this now. That's not overly important. I actually want to do a print, and we'll just do a cal cube or something like that, calibration cube or a benchy. And I actually just want to see if this PLA sticks to this stuff, because honestly, I've got my doubts. I mean, even scuffed up, it looks super smooth. But actually, to be honest with you, I've actually tried to spray paint like acrylic and really super smooth stuff, and you couldn't actually, it wouldn't actually take the paint. But if you actually do scuff it up with something like that, it actually works. So this probably will work, but we'll soon find out. And that's what I'm going to do now. So give us, you know, a couple of minutes and I'll be back. I'm just going to re-level this bed and make sure everything's good, and we'll give it a go. Back. Okay. All right. So, well, I have leveled my bed, but I also actually just had a quick squiz over these instructions, and yeah, I'm glad I did, because where it said, well, where you're supposed to scuff this up with your, you know, the steel wool that they send you, they do mention to use some, you know, isopropyl alcohol at the same time, which I didn't use any of that stuff. So what I might do is just do that again, just put a couple of, you know, squirt a bit of that on there. Seems like a lot, but that'll be right. And then they say just kind of scuff it up and wipe the excess off with a paper towel. I'm pushing pretty hard. Feeling good. All right, so that'll do, I think. Now I'm just going to kind of wipe this off with a paper towel. Well, it does kind of, it feels a little bit different, I think, so who knows, that might actually help. But yeah, 70 degrees, it's all heated up. I've leveled the bed, so I think I'm going to go and try and print something. I think if I print something small like a cal cube or a benchy, that's just going to be pointless, because you can just pop them off anyway. So I am going to print, I don't know what I've got. I'll go and have a look, see what I got on this stick, and just print something quickly and see if it works. Okay. Ooh. The filament's coming out. It's sticking. Oh, that's a good sign. Wow. It's actually sticking. Oh, so far so good. How, oh, awesome. Wow. This is going to be one pretty sweet ninja star. I'll tell you what, copper. All right. Oh, awesome. How good is that? Wow. That looks awesome. Check this out. There's a tiny little discrepancy in the center circle I see, but hopefully you can get past that. Wow. Oh man, this is working. I'm pretty impressed. So that is working. Let me just set you back up here. Where's the best? Oh, there we go. That's better. It's working. So it's sticking. So that's the main thing, and the print looks good, and it actually looks super cool on this this stainless steel surface as well. I got to say that. I'm actually going to pull off this, you know, the line that it makes before it does the print, and just see how. Yeah, it's pretty stuck down. That was pretty stuck down. Wow, how cool is that? It's working, guys. Awesome. I'm going to let that run for a bit, and I'll come back and we'll see how we're going after. Okay, so here we go. We're off and running, and it's working. It's actually sticking to the plate. Like, from that extrusion line that it went down from then onwards, it was just perfect. So I'm really happy. So yeah, and even though this bed has now got a slight dip in it, I have to rectify that. It hasn't really made much difference. So I'm very happy. So I'm just going to let this run its course. Now, the only thing that I am going to change, like I mentioned before, now that this is heated up, the existing magnet that was already on my, you know, that I'm using at the moment, that was already on my printer, it's lost even more magnetism. It's actually quite easy to move this flex plate now. So I'm definitely going to be putting the Wham Bam magnet on here, because that's solid and really very magnetic. So I'll do that later, but for now this is working really nicely. So I'm just going to let this run its course. We'll come back and see if we can pop it like they do in the, you know, the videos. It's pretty exciting. And then maybe we will print something a little bit more substantial. I'm actually thinking that dragon vase, I want one for myself. So I'm actually thinking maybe we should print another one. I don't think I'm going to replace the magnetic base until that's done, I think, because I just couldn't be bothered. Because I have to kind of go through and you know, level this out, and that's going to take time. So I think I'm going to print something bigger after this, and we'll see if that works, and take it from there. But this is looking great. Okay, so I've let it cool down. It's at we're at like 37 degrees. It's still a little bit warm, but it's not hot like it was before. So what I'm going to do now is pull that. Let's give that a, I guess you just flex it right. Oh, look. What? What? How cool was that? That was simple. Man. You seen that? Now, I'll tell you now, my printer isn't printing very well. I think there's something wrong with it. I think I've got a partial clog. I'll have to do a CalCube to have a look. But look at the base. Look at that. Look how shiny that is. Gonna have to look at how my printer's printing, but hey, listen, that's not the point of this video. The point is that this Wham Bam actually works. That literally, I didn't even have to flex it hardly. It was just kind of sitting there. So I don't know about this skirt. Oh, there you go, the skirt's off. Or man, that was simple. All right, it works. That works. There's my cool Ninja Star. So, what are we going to do now? Okay, so I'll print one more thing. I'm actually going to print a calibration cube before I do anything else, and maybe a benchy. Just make sure that what I'm seeing here, I actually think yeah, it's just my print quality. Yeah, it's something going on. I might have a partial clog in my, I've just got this new all metal extruder and it's not behaving. Sometimes it works great and the other times it doesn't. So I'll sort that out, but I'm going to do, I'd say, like, I'll probably print a calibration cube, and then what I thought I might do is tackle that dragon vase again, because I actually wanted one for myself. So I'm going to print that and just see how we go with that. But that's like 3 days, so I want to make sure this is printing fine before that gets taken, you know, that takes off. So, but hey guys, that looks awesome. I'm stoked. That looks amazing. All right, there we go. We have our dragon vase printed on our Wham Bam. So how beautiful is that? It's gorgeous, isn't it? So how long did that take? That's 38 hours, or at least 39 hours by the looks of things. But the funny thing is, you're not going to believe this, or you probably will believe this, but since I printed that Ninja Star, I think that was about 2 months ago. It's literally taken me that long to get some time to have a look at this nozzle. I did. It took about 5 minutes to unclog. It's a micro Swiss all metal hot end, and it's been giving me grief. So I think I've worked out basically you can't just switch your printer off. You have to let the fans cool the nozzle down. I think it's heat creep. I'm not sure if I'm you know, saying that correctly, but I think something's going on, and if I just turn the printer off, my nozzle basically clogs every single time. But if I just let it cool down naturally with the fans, yeah, it's normally okay. So I fixed the nozzle, and the very first thing that I printed was this dragon vase. So the main thing, my main worry with these Wham Bams is what happens basically if the power goes out. Because I've heard a lot of people say that as soon as, you know, the bed cools down, they're supposed to release. So I'm scared that that's what would happen. Like, if, you know, if the power went out, that if you're doing a long print, wouldn't that mean your print would fall off and you'd fail anyway? Well, this has been sitting here now for probably the last 5 hours. So it's nice and cool. This bed is very cool. So what I was thinking is I just grab that and give it a bit of a shake and see how sturdy it is on this bed. See if it's actually just sitting there. See if it's easy to knock off. All right. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty solid, you know. I trust that. It's actually very solid. Okay, so at least I can sleep well, because it doesn't really matter. I'm actually going to put a UPS on my system fairly soon. I'm going to be doing a video about that, by the way. I've gone to the dump and I've collected so many UPSs. We're going to pull them out and show you exactly what I've got, and we'll choose one and we'll hook it up with this machine. But for now, I think that's a good thing. I reckon that's pretty good. So what do you think? Maybe we just lift this off now. Oh, I heard it. I heard that. Let's actually bring this over to the table and see how hard it is to get it off. I'm going to set you up here because I'm going to need 2 hands. All right. Okay, so is this going to be easy to get off? compared to my other one. Remember the first part of my video? So let's flex this. Are you serious? Oh man. That is awesome. And look how shiny the base is. Wow. I can't believe that. Oh man, I wish I had had this. They should sell these machines with this. How easy was that? Are you serious? Oh wow, I'm blown away. Well, you saw it here. These things work. So, yeah, I'm happy. I'm glad I bought this. I don't know what more I can say. I'm going to end this video now. But there you go. It's taken a while to make this video. I started it over 2 months ago. That is gorgeous. So that's awesome. And it just lifted off so easily. So no more hammers for me. So very happy with that. Wow. So Mandalorian helmet, here we go. So I'm going to start my Mandalorian helmet. I'll do a separate video for that. If you want to see another Mandalorian helmet get printed, you know, subscribe if you haven't already. But wow, I'm speechless. I hardly even flexed it and it just popped off. But you saw me actually when it was over there, it was kind of gripping. It was pretty, yeah, wow. All right, guys, that's it. I'm just going to keep blabbering about that if I don't end this video now. Thanks for watching. I know it's another long one. I tend to do long videos, but hopefully you got something out of this. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Beautiful. Bloody beautiful. Hey guys, before you go, one thing I forgot to mention is I will definitely be doing a follow-up video on, you know, trying to fix my inconsistencies out on my bed. Now that I've got the Wham Bam on there, it's thrown my bed out, like I mentioned before halfway through that video. It's all uneven now. And it was always really even before. It was always straight. So I have to figure out what to do there. I've never had to do it before, so I have to teach myself something. But I will definitely do a video about, you know, my solution at least. There's probably a variety of things you can do. I have no idea. So if you're curious to see what I come up with, please, you know, hit subscribe and come along for that particular ride. I'm not sure when I'll do it. Actually, I think I'll be doing it sooner rather than later because my little nephew is owed a Mandalorian helmet and I've been putting that off since Christmas time. And I can no longer use the excuse that Uncle Ant's 3D printer isn't working because it's working great now. So, yeah, if you're curious to see how that turns out, please subscribe. And, yeah, like I said, I'll see you on the next one. See ya.